you ask for more, I'm on the edge, I know the ledge. I work real hard to collect my cash. Tick, 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 take the time. When I'm going for mine. Open your ears and you will hear it. I tell you this cause there's no limit. Cause there's much crowd. Microphone check as I choose my route. I'm playing on the road, I've got no fear. The sound from my mouth is a rap you hear. No village too deep, no mountain too high. Reach the top, touch the sky. You try to diss me cause I sell out. I'm making techno when I'm proud.
When the seas are rolling in, when the stars are shining clear, when the ghosts are howling near, when we sing the Russian lullaby.
We're reason is you. Train never will. One is always heading for the sea, and the other one's to ride the hill. Both trains were our trains, all of our life together. Now you say that you don't wanna ride no more on my train. Dum dum doody doo doo, I know I will lose you. Dum dum doody doo doo, the reason is you. Dum dum doody doo doo, why do I lose you? Dum dum doody doo doo, the reason is you. The reason is you. The reason is you. My train is pink and brown, colors you never liked. How could you have fallen in love with me when there was so much more you never liked? My train was our train, all of our life together. Now you say that you don't wanna ride no more on my train. Dum dum doody doo doo, I know I will lose you. Dum dum doody doo doo, the reason is you. Dum dum doody doo doo, why do I lose you? Dum dum doody doo doo, the reason is you. The reason is you. The reason is you. Dum dum doody doo doo, I know I will lose you. Dum dum doody doo doo, the reason is you. The reason is you.
Come with me, did you feeling something like rain? Me born in me raised in the New York City, in a dance hall and a dance hall on the dance floor. Me do a rum dance man, ragaman, yes, it's a ragaman jump. People drink champagne, I come full of passion, pump it up, start to swing your body while you listen to the music, jump up and party. Ragga this, ragga that, and a rubber dub style. Feeling okay, me a feeling so irate. I'm a white man, ragga with me and get ready to dance, man. Boom shakalak, girl, you open your mind. I'm a white ragga
I'm just a little bit perturbed. Come on, man!
Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, or the rain. Be like they are. Come on, baby, don't feel the reaper. Baby, take my hand. Don't feel the reaper. We'll be able to fly. Don't feel the reaper. Baby, I'm your man. La, 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 la.
Is your fever gone yet, bud?
Romeo and Juliet are together in eternity. Romeo and 40,000 men and women every day. 40,000 men and women every day. Another 40,000 coming every day. Come on, baby, don't feel the reaper. Baby, take my hand. Don't feel the reaper. We'll be able to fly. Don't feel the reaper. Baby, I'm your man.
Oh, yes, the weird part of the song that everybody forgets about. Yeah. Talking about East Carolina? Yeah, a win against BYU would be good.
Last night
Guess who started the week 3-0 against that gypsy bookie? 2 Monday night football games last night. I was 3-0 on Monday Night Foosball. And won $300 and something. Like, he had to send me $310 yesterday. That gypsy. He's gonna pay me again next week too. I'm on an absolute tear.
He's a Florida man, Lou.
Over and out.
Yes, Robert. I may change my mind about the Auburn game, though. Especially if Auburn plays Oklahoma this weekend and still can't complete a pass.
It's my life, take it or leave it, set me free. What's that crap? Papa know it all. I got my own life, you got your own life. Live your own life and set me free. Mind your business and live my business. You know everything, Papa know it all. Very little knowledge is dangerous. Stop bugging me, stop bothering me, stop bugging me, stop fussing me, stop fighting me, stop yelling me. It's my life. It's my life. It's my life, my world. It's my life. It's my life, my world.
But yeah, what the fuck is wrong with LSU's offense? Like, why don't they have one?
Do you understand? I live the way I want to live. I make decisions day and night. Show me signs and good examples. Stop telling people how to run your business. Take a trip to east and west. You find out you don't know anything. Everybody's getting tired of you. Sometimes you have to look and listen. You can even learn from me. Little knowledge is dangerous. It's my life. It's my life. It's my life, my world. 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 It's my life.
You see, yesterday they made Brian Kelly apologize to the media yesterday. Did y'all see that?
Listen to people and saw things I do them no more. Things I say them no more. Changes come once in life. Stop bugging me, stop bothering me, stop bugging me, stop fussing me, stop fighting me, stop yelling me, stop telling me, stop seeing me. It's my life. It's my life. It's my life, my world. It's my life. It's my life, my world. It's my life.
Is Nussmeier's pretend torso injury the reason LSU can't run the ball too? Also? And two? Maybe Handkerchiefy Slew was rude about LSU. I don't know. Hold on a second. you had to pick 10 games against the spread. And if you got all 10 right, you only would have won $250. That's crazy.
Oh, Max. Don't have sex.
Well, I'm Max, baby, call me Max. I'm in love with you and also my ex. Well, I'm Max, call me Max. I'm taking what I give, I'm giving what it takes. Max, I'm in love with you and I love my ex. I love you both, and to be true, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I gotta warn you, Max, don't have sex with your ex. It will make your life complex, my Max, baby, take it easy. Max, don't have sex with your ex. It will knock you off your legs. Oh, Max, stay cool and just relax.
Well, I'm Max, baby, call me Max. I'm in love with you and I love my ex. Well, I'm Max, call me Max. It's your love having fun, love having sex. I'm Max, I'm in love with you and I love my ex. I don't wanna make you feel so blue. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I gotta warn you, Max, don't have sex with your ex. It will make your life complex, my Max, baby, take it easy. Max, don't have sex with your ex. It will knock you off your legs. Oh, Max, stay cool and just relax. I gotta warn you, don't have sex with your ex, Max. Oh. Gotta warn you, Max, don't have sex with your ex. It will make your life complex, my Max, baby, take
What do you think, Robert? What do you think, bud?
relax. Oh, Max, stay cool and just relax. Max, don't have sex. It will knock you off your legs. Oh, sex, Max.
All right, let me refill my coffee. I'll be right back. We'll start the show.
I don't need your love. Yeah, yeah. I don't need your. I don't need your love anymore. I don't need you here by my side no more.
Whichever one of y'all requested this song is a retard. There we go, that's better. Come on, man.
Here we stand, worlds apart, hearts broken in two. Sleepless nights, losing ground, I'm reaching for you. Feeling that it's gone, could change your mind if we can go on, survive the tide of divide. Someday love will find you, break those chains that bind you. One night will remind you how we touched away our separate ways. If he ever hurts you, true love won't desert you. You know I still love you. Though we touched away our separate ways. Troubled times, caught between confusion and pain. Distant eyes, promises we made were in vain, in vain. If you must go, I wish you luck. You'll never walk alone. Take care, my love. Miss you, love. Someday love will find you. Break those chains that bind you. One night will remind you how we touched away in our separate ways. If he ever hurts you, true love won't desert you. You know I still love you. Though we touched away our separate ways.
I'm just a little bit perturbed. 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 I'm just a little bit perturbed.
Someday love will find you. Break those chains that bind you. One night will remind you. If he ever hurts you, true love won't desert you. You know I still love you.
I'm just a little bit perturbed. I'm just a little bit perturbed. I'm just a little bit perturbed.
I don't blame you, bud. I don't blame you, bud. How's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's week got off to a good start. Yeah. Sorry about no morning show yesterday. I'm ashamed to say, you know what time I woke up yesterday? 11 a.m. I slept till 11 a.m. yesterday. That's ridiculous. I'm like a teenager on summer break. I woke up, I couldn't believe it. I don't even set an alarm. I just automatically wake up at 7 o'clock every morning, like clock. It doesn't matter. Not yesterday. 11 a.m. So I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that's about. I don't even have any excuse to offer you, really. I could give you a sob story about staying up too late on Saturday after all the college football games ended and working all day Sunday on the year season is over. I mean, I could make all that stuff up. I could blame it on no air conditioner. Didn't sleep good because I don't have an air conditioner. I mean, all of that really is just excuses. I don't think that's why. I don't know why. But I'm not kidding. 11 a.m. I slept till yesterday. Anyway, had a great week on the Beat the Bookie deal last week. Won $310, so that was good. Fuck that bookie. He had to send me the money yesterday. I know that made him mad too. I don't care. Send me my money, son. And he did too. And then yesterday we had not one but two Monday night football games, and I had 3 different bets in those 2 games, and I hit them all. I had the under in both games, that hit, and I had the Chargers on the money line. So 3-0 to start the week this week on the Beat the Bookie movement, the Payloo revolution, and off to another good start. So that's good. Still no air conditioner. That's not good. Brief recap on that. Air conditioner went out late Thursday. They couldn't come out here till Friday. When they got here on Friday, they said, oh, you need 2 new parts, whatever that is. I don't know nothing about air conditioners. And we don't have them in stock. We got to order them. And because it's Friday, they won't be in till Monday. So you're not going to have an air conditioner all weekend, Lou. Okay, fine, whatever. I got to watch the Georgia-Tennessee game Saturday afternoon in a house with no air conditioner, knowing good and well if Georgia loses, I'm going to get trolled into oblivion, and I have to be hot while I'm doing it. Now, luckily, Georgia pulled through for me, but I still got trolled for the majority of the game because Georgia was losing for large parts of the game. So I had to get trolled for 3 hours on Saturday while being hot with no air conditioner, which is what it is, whatever. And then yesterday, Monday comes around, and they say, oh, more bad news for you, Lou, courtesy of the air conditioner man. Only one of your parts came in, not 2. So now I'm just hoping now that the other one comes in now, today. And hoping that it comes in today, like right now today. Not like 4 o'clock this afternoon today. Because you know what they're going to tell me You know they're going to call at 4 o'clock. Oh, good news. Got your part in, just came in. Bad news, we get off at 5, so we'll see you tomorrow type deal. So I don't know. That's the only update I have for you on that. That's the only update I have for you on that. It really hasn't been that bad in here, though, outside of trying to sleep at night. I can't sleep at all if I'm even the least bit hot. And our bedroom is in the very back. Like, we've got some windows open, so a lot of the house is getting like a breeze going. You know the deal. You open one window, it doesn't do much good. You open two. They taught you this when you were a kid, didn't they? Or am I the only one that grew up with parents that were like, we're not turning the air conditioner on, open up the windows? You got to open two windows on opposite sides of the house. They taught you this when you were little, right? Creates a breeze, is what they told me anyway. And it works, and it works. Like, the living room feels pretty good. The kitchen, the sort of center middle part of the house feels pretty good. But our bedroom is in the very back of the house, and there's no real way to create a breeze to get back there. So it's pretty warm back there. And that's been bothering me a little bit. A little bit been bothering me a little bit. I'm trying to sleep at night. It bothers me a little bit. But so anyway, hopefully they get that fixed today. But I still feel like overall, if the air conditioner was going to go out, well, ideally the air conditioner would go out in the winter. The problem is you're not running the air conditioner in the winter. So how would it doesn't go out in the winter. But anyway, if it was going to go out, it's been a pretty good time for it to go out. It hasn't been hot at all. The high temperatures have only been 82 or 83 degrees. Now, it is supposed to get into the 90s Thursday. So I've been very calm, patient, and understanding with everyone involved with this air conditioner situation. That's going to come to a screeching halt if this thing's not fixed on Thursday. Because I can't live in a house with no air conditioner if it's 90 degrees outside. I can't do that. So something's going to... And the thing is, and I don't know why people say this. Why do people always feel like they have to tell you, calling them up and yelling at them is not going to do any good? Whatever it is, whoever it is you're mad at. It could be the doctor's office. It could be a store. It could be a restaurant you had a bad experience at, whatever. It doesn't matter. They always say, calling them up and yelling at them is not going to do any good. Yeah, I know that, but it makes me feel better. That's why I do it. Do you really think that I think that if I call the air conditioner people and yell at them, that's going to make the part come in sooner? No, I know that. But it's about what makes me feel better, okay? And when somebody is in the wrong or is fucking up, it makes me feel better to call and yell at them about it. So that might be what I'm going to do. So, that's that. Now, what is this about Nico quitting for his mental health? I haven't heard that. Somebody said something in the chat earlier about Nico is quitting football now for his mental health. What is that about? Is that just Tennessee fans making things up because they're still mad? Or is that true? I haven't heard that. Or is that true, though? Yeah, I think it was a fake story, too. I haven't seen that anywhere. I have a list of Well, first of all, I'm going to start doing this on Patreon every Monday, I think, or maybe even Sunday or Monday. I have a list here of things that aren't related to games that I want to talk about. Like storylines coming out of a weekend of football, you know. I'm going to start putting a post up on Patreon, I think, every Sunday or Monday that basically says, tell me what topics you want me to talk about this week that aren't directly related to games. Because obviously I'm going to do game previews, game predictions, game reactions. I do all that anyway. I'm talking about videos about subjects related to college football outside of the games themselves. For example, I have a list here. Brian Kelly yells at the media. Arch Manning's not any good. Why? Fired coaches in week 3, which just blows my... I still can't get used to coaches getting fired this early in the year. I know why it is. It's because of when the transfer portal opens now and all that kind of signing days in December now instead of February. So you got to make these decisions sooner to keep your roster intact or to try to close out recruiting classes. So I understand why. Every year when this is happening now, it seems like it's happening even earlier and earlier. Like a couple of years ago, it was like the middle of October when the first coach got fired, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, a coach is getting fired in the middle of October? Like, you know, it used to be the season ended and all the coaches got fired the next day. So you had like rivalry weekend, right? And then all the coaches got fired on Monday. That's how it was for a long time. That's how it was for a long time in college football. Rivalry weekend, all the coaches got fired on Monday. Then it got moved up a little. Coaches started getting fired like the middle of November so they could get a head start on the coaching search. But then when the transfer portal and NIL and all that started and the signing day got moved to December, you started having coaches getting fired like the end of October, middle of October. Now, week 3. And I'm not saying these teams made the wrong decision. Y'all know what I've always said about firing coaches. Once you decide that you're going to fire a coach, there's no need in waiting even one more day. So if you know now that if you're UCLA or you're Virginia Tech and you know now that Brent Pry and Deshaun Foster are not going to be your head coaches next year, there's no point in waiting to fire them. Fire them now then. So I don't blame them for firing them. I still can't get used to the idea of coaches getting fired in week 3. It's crazy. And why doesn't LSU have an offense? I have that written down too. So anyway, I'm gonna make a video today about some of those things, and I'm gonna start putting a post up on Patreon. I think every Sunday and Monday of like, what do I need to talk about here beginning of this week? Like what's going on that's not related to games that I need to rant about. Anyway, that's the list I have. Anything else on there? Anything else I need to add to that? Yeah. And then they made Brian Kelly come out yesterday and apologize to the media after he yelled at him after the game on Saturday. I mean, those were legitimate questions. Brian Kelly you're making $12 million a year, dude. Your offense is fucking terrible. Don't get mad because a reporter asked you about it. That's their job. Your offense is bad. The reporter asked you why. Like, that's a legitimate. LSU's played 3 games. They can't score on anybody. Clemson's played 3 games. LSU scored less points on Clemson than anybody else they've played. Georgia Tech scored more. Troy scored more. Like, I don't know what's going on. It's alarming. Yeah. It's alarming. I mean, I've still got LSU ranked high. I've got them. Where did I have them ranked yesterday? 5 or 6 or something? I mean, that's still pretty high. Or did I might have had them higher than that. What did I have? Let me see. I forget. Where did I have LSU at yesterday? 4. I've got LSU ahead of Georgia. I mean, I've got LSU at 4. I'm not. So it's not like. I mean, it's not like I'm saying, oh, that's LSU's never not winning another game. I've got them 4th. But there was an LSU fan in the comment section last night on the Lunch Money Show that was acting like I was retarded because I was wondering what's going on with LSU's offense. And again, what's wrong with Nussmeier? I was like, oh, you're an idiot. You just hate LSU. What? They can't score, dude. You know how hard it is to play a team that turns the ball over 5 times and you only score 1 offensive touchdown the whole game? Do you know what the odds of that are? Do you know what the odds are that a team turns the ball over 5 times and you only score 1 offensive touchdown the entire game? You're talking about minuscule odds there. Minuscule odds. So instead of LSU fans running around the internet and Brian Kelly running around press conferences getting mad because people are asking about LSU's offense, y'all should be mad. LSU fans should be mad. You were told all offseason how great Nussmeier and this LSU offense was going to be, and then the season starts and they can't score. No one clowned LSU's offense after week 1. You're like, okay, first game of the year, conservative game plan, on the road. Maybe Clemson's got a good defense. No big deal. But then you can't score against Louisiana Tech, and now you can't score against Florida. And in the case of Florida, they gave you 5 extra possessions. Well, really, they gave you 4 extra possessions because one of the interceptions was a pick 6. So LSU only scored 2 touchdowns against Florida. One of them was a defensive touchdown. So that's not really an extra possession you're getting there. So you got 4 extra possessions against Florida. You scored 1 offensive touchdown the entire game? Like, it's a legitimate question. Why are you getting mad at people for asking obvious questions that you should be asking? The LSU fan, I guarantee you, if I go to an LSU message board or an LSU only group on Facebook or whatever, and I've told y'all this before, that's where you find out what fans really think about their team. Not on the internet in places like this where everyone is involved, because no one wants to admit to some other fan base that they have concerns about their team for some reason. But if you go to these team-only places, that's where people think they're safe. That's where people think they can give their real opinions on their team without someone else seeing it. And I guarantee you, if you go to LSU message boards or LSU-only groups, you will see LSU fans concerned about the offense. If they're not, they're retarded. Because it's been bad through 3 games. What did I say about the Georgia-Tennessee game all week? What was my concern heading into the Tennessee game? Offense. It hasn't looked good. They haven't been able to score. They haven't been able to throw the ball. That concerns me. That was a legitimate concern for any Georgia fan to have through the first 2 games of the season. Now, they came out against Tennessee and scored 1 million, so a lot of those concerns have subsided now. But like any Georgia fan heading into the Tennessee game who didn't have some amount of concern about the offense and the ability to throw the ball downfield and things like that were dumb. And now LSU fans now are in that category. So, Tennessee fans have joined Florida fans and Georgia. Oh, that might be another topic. Let me write this down. Tennessee fans have joined Florida fans and Georgia Tech fans in bragging about their loss to UGA. It's becoming a theme in college football. Like, if you play Georgia and don't lose by 3 touchdowns, you brag about it. That's how good Georgia is. So it's a huge compliment to Georgia that half the teams they play are now bragging that they didn't get blown out. $11 winless teams so far, 3 of which are Power 4 if you count Notre Dame. So it's odd. I'm interested in who takes the Virginia Tech job. I still think that's a good job. I think the Virginia Tech job is a good job. I think they've had a series of wrong coaches there, but I still think the Virginia Tech job could be a good job. I think you can win there. Yeah, I think you can win there. Hit both my sleeper plays this past weekend, too. It was the first time I've hit those. I missed in week 1. I missed in week 2. I only did 1 play in week 1 and 1 play in week 2, and I missed. So when going into week 3, I said, okay, I'm gonna do 2 different plays, see if I can hit one of them, and I ended up hitting both of them. So I really was on a roll last week. I beat the bookie over the head, and I was 2 for 2 on my sleeper plays. Hey, what's up, Mason? Yeah, the Bama game is going to be wild. I mean, I think Georgia's got a chance to win, but I'm not picking them to win. I'm not picking them to win. I mean, I obviously hope I'm wrong. Now, I may end up changing my mind on the Auburn pick. Jackson Arnold's been disappointing to me when it comes to throwing the ball. Still hasn't proven he can throw the ball. And Auburn's defense is suspect to me. So I may end up changing my mind on the Georgia-Auburn game, but I doubt I'm going to change my mind on the Georgia-Bama game. I'm probably gonna go with Bama in that one. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm probably gonna go with Bama in that one. I don't think Georgia will storm the field if they beat Bama. But I didn't realize. I know a lot of teams storm the field when they beat Bama. But do you know the last time a team beat Bama at home and didn't storm the field? 11 years ago. It's been 11 years since Bama lost a road game where the team didn't storm the field. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Every road game Bama has lost for the last 10 years, the team has stormed the field. I mean, that is just unbelievable. Yeah, I don't think Georgia stormed the field either. If that's not true, then I blame Twitter. I saw that yesterday on Twitter. So if that's not true, if somebody can point out a game where it didn't happen, because I didn't look up every Bama road game, but that's what was going around Twitter yesterday. That's wild to think about. It's wild. So, I'll tell you the game I might be most excited about this weekend is Texas Tech at Utah. I don't have any opinion on Texas Tech right now, really. I've got them ranked because everybody has them ranked. And everybody has been saying how good they're going to be because they spent $1 billion in the offseason. I haven't watched them play. I haven't watched them play, but they play on the road at Utah. So if they're for real, they'll go in there and win that game, or it'll be really close. But that might be the game I'm most excited to watch this weekend, mostly because I just haven't seen Texas Tech play yet. I've seen Utah play, so I know they're good. I watched Utah, and I know UCLA's terrible, but I watched Utah play UCLA, and they're a legitimately good team. But I just don't know about Texas Tech. I'll have to watch them. I'll have to watch them this weekend. But it's kind of like last year. It was later in the season, but Arizona State got hot at the end of the year, and everybody was talking about how good they were, and I had not watched them play. Indiana was the same way last year. Indiana started off hot, ended up getting ranked, and everybody's talking about how good Indiana is, and I'm like, I don't know, and I hadn't watched them. And I think it was the Indiana-Nebraska game I watched last year. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, they are good. They are pretty good. So I'll watch that Texas Tech Utah game. That's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one. And then Oklahoma and Auburn is good too because of the Jackson Arnold storyline there. That's a good one too. If Georgia beats Bama, I would say there's a 99% chance they make the playoffs. Like, you know how I ask the question all the time, if you had to put $1 on one team to make the playoffs, who would it be? By the way, that one team for me was Clemson this offseason. Remember, I kept saying if I had to put $1 on one team to make the playoffs, it'd be Clemson. Well, Clemson ain't making the playoffs. So I thought Clemson was a lock to make the playoffs this offseason. An absolute lock. That's not happening. So, but if Georgia beats Bama, they're making the playoffs. Yeah. Yeah, at Mississippi State looks interesting. Yeah, still got Ole Miss at home too. Of course, Texas at home. That's another one. Texas and the whole Texas offense, Arch Manning thing is it's bad, real bad. So. Yeah, Indiana, Illinois. Yeah. To me, that's basically an elimination game. as far as playoffs go, the Indiana-Illinois game, because of each team's remaining schedule. Yeah, that's a big game for Indiana and Illinois. I'm going to go with Illinois in that one. I'm going to take Illinois. Texas hiding their offense, yeah. Of course they are. Of course they are. I also need to hear from Joel Klatt. I normally don't make a big deal about these talking heads who step on a rake or make a big deal about something or whatever. But last week, Joel Klatt kept making this huge deal about Gunnar Stockton having 34 pass attempts against Austin Peay. And he's like, that's just terrible. You're playing this low-level team, and you have to throw the ball 34 times. That's not a good sign, and that's terrible. And well, Julian Sayin this past week against who was it? Miami of Ohio had 32 pass attempts. So are we going to point that out now? Is Joel Klatt going to make a big deal this week about how Ohio State and Julian Sayin had to throw the ball 32 times against Miami of Ohio? Are we going to point that out? Joel Klatt? I don't think Joel Klatt's an SEC hater. I just think if you're gonna point that out about Gunnar Stockton, you point it out about Julian Sayin. Somebody working for Fox doesn't make him an SEC hater, just like somebody working for ESPN doesn't make him a Big Ten hater. I disagree with the whole Joel Klatt carrying water for the Big Ten deal. I think Joel Klatt's pretty down the middle. Dave Portnoy is more of a Big Ten Paul Feinbaum type character. No, I thought Gunnar played good against Tennessee. Didn't he complete 75% of his passes? In his first road start at Tennessee, that's supposed to be the hardest place on the planet to play. I don't see how anybody can have any criticism of Gunnar Stockton. And I still think Gunnar Stockton holds the ball a little too long sometimes. I think it's because he's a scrambler, so he always thinks he can get away. But like the fumble he had, he held the ball too long. You know, he held the ball too long. If nothing's there and there's no lane to scramble, you got to throw it away. That fourth down throw, yeah, you could line up whoever you think the 20 best quarterbacks on the planet are and have each of them make that throw 10 times, and they might make it once or twice out of 10. I mean, that had to be a perfect throw because it was pretty good coverage. And the catch was great. The catch was great, too. I mean, that's not an easy catch to make, sort of an over-the-shoulder sliding catch in the corner of the end zone. So, I mean, it was a perfect throw and a difficult catch. I mean, you run that play 10, 15, 20 times, you're lucky if you complete it once or twice. Yeah, if Georgia would have lost, it would have been Gunner's fault. The defense would have been who you blame. If Georgia would have lost that game, the blame would have been solely on the defense, not Gunner Stockton. Gunner Stockton played great. Tennessee lost. Aren't you high on Joey Aguilar? Or is Joey Aguilar somehow bad now because Tennessee lost 44-41? Yeah, gutsy call because they didn't need to throw a touchdown there. They had time, plenty of time. They could have, they could have just tried to pick up the 6 yards. Joey looked good. Can't be throwing jump balls, though. Well, there were a couple of those throws that he made where the coverage was great. The receiver just went up and made a play. But that's why you go out and recruit and sign good receivers, Joey might be the best QB in the country. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think maybe he fits that offense well, and he's been playing college football for 7 years. It's kind of a Stetson Bennett thing. I'm not comparing Joey to Stetson Bennett in terms of how good one or the other is. I just mean there is an advantage to it being your 7th year in football. But I don't know if he's the best quarterback in football. I like John Mateer is better. I like the kid from Baylor. So we'll see. He's been good, though. He's been better than anybody thought he would be. I mean, that's for sure. He's better than Tennessee fans thought he would be, and he's definitely better than everybody else thought he would be. Do you think Colby Young is first round potential? I don't know. He's got the size to be a first round pick. I don't know how fast he is. I just don't know. All that shit matters when you're talking about draft picks, right? So I don't know. Does he run a 4.4 or does he run a 4.6? Because that's a huge difference to the NFL. And the other thing is, even in the Tennessee game, which I thought maybe we'd narrow this down some, but even in the Tennessee game, I think it was 5 or 6 different receivers had over 20 yards receiving. And that's been kind of the formula for Georgia, whereas some other teams highlight a certain receiver or two. And that's what this is. It's why Georgia never has a 1,000-yard receiver ever. They've had one. in 130 years. I mean, what's the most number of catches Colby Young has had in a game this year? 3? So it's got nothing to do with his talent. I think he's talented. I like him a lot. I think he might be our best receiver. But first round draft pick, I don't know about that. Now Branch might have it end up with 1,000. Branch could do it. Yeah. Branch could end up with 1,000 yards receiving. Yep. If he stays healthy, I think Branch is probably Georgia's best shot at 1,000-yard receiver. Nine catches is his high. This year? I don't think he's had 9 catches in a game this year. I don't think he's had 7 catches in a game this year. I don't know where you're getting that from. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I didn't watch all of the first 2 games. But that seems like a lot. Let's just look it up. Let's see. He's got 13 catches this year. Yeah, 7 against Austin P. Now he's had over 70 yards in each of the last 2 games. If he keeps that up, he'll be close to 1,000. I mean, if Georgia plays 13 or 14, if Georgia plays 13, 14, could play more. But if they play Georgia, if he stays healthy, Georgia plays 13, 14 games, he'll be close to 1,000. If he keeps that pace up. So that's more catches than I thought he had against Austin P. I haven't really changed my mind on Tennessee. I think they're going to go 8-4. I think they're they haven't played on the road yet, so and they can't win on the road. I also think they're going to lose at home to Oklahoma. So at Bama, I still think it's going to be tricky for them to win at Florida, and they get Oklahoma at home. How good is Vandy going to be at the end of the year? They play Arkansas. I think they'll probably beat Arkansas. But I think they probably make 8-4 is probably still the most likely record. "7A high school news." Yeah, thank you for that, Sven. I was wondering about that. Thank you. I mean, I think Tennessee is good. I've got them in the top 10, don't I? Yeah. I moved Tennessee up 4 spots after losing to Georgia. I've got Tennessee in my top 10, but the schedule is what it is, and Josh Heupel can't win on the road. So, Bama and Florida on the road, Oklahoma at home. I think those are 3 likely losses. Yep, I couldn't care less about what some 7A running back did in a game last weekend, honestly. In high school, it would be impossible for me to care less. Yeah, that happens every time somebody loses to Georgia. Everybody that loses to Georgia acts like they're the only team in the country that has injuries. Georgia was without half its offensive line. No, who gives a shit? You've got 100 players on the team. This is football. Everybody has injured players. And blaming their secondary or injured secondary or whatever, that was the secondary that Tennessee had on Saturday is the same starting secondary they've had every game this year. Yeah, they've got 2 players that are injured, but they haven't played all year. It's not like they had some All-American corner that got injured in the first series of the game. That's been their secondary all year. People get injured. It's football. You put somebody else in. This idea that we lost but if this guy wasn't hurt, that every team that's ever lost could say that. Every team that's ever lost could say that because everybody has an injured player. Octavian was in here earlier. He'll call into the call-in show tonight, I'm sure, and he'll tell us that they're going to beat Miami this weekend. Miami versus Georgia in the playoffs. Be a good game. Why on earth is Notre Dame ranked? They're not. They're not ranked. Oh, I can't tell you why they're ranked in somebody else's poll. You'd have to ask the somebody else that ranked them. Nico isn't leaving UCLA until the season ends. Yeah, I don't think he'll quit during the season or enter the portal now. If he's going to go anywhere, it won't be till after the season. I agree with that. I'm taking Nebraska. Until I see Underwear complete a pass on the road, I can't take Michigan against a legitimate team on the road. So I got to take Nebraska in that one. I've got Nebraska plus 2.5, Tennessee minus 39.5, Michigan State plus 17.5, Illinois plus 4, Missouri minus 13.5, NC State plus 3, Oklahoma minus 6.5, UNLV minus 2.5. Is Underwear Joe Milton 2.0? Way too early to say on that. I still think Underwear can be good, but I mean, hell, he's only played 3 games ever. Joe Milton was in college for 6 years. I don't care anything about the AP poll. It doesn't mean anything. Has no effect on anything. We went 8-4 with Joe Milton. Yes, like your 4th best year in the last 20 years. Yeah, that's it. Prime time. That's all it is. Something for people to talk about. It doesn't actually mean anything. Not everyone makes the right hire. If Kirby was hot garbage after the firing of Rick, you'd know UT's pain. No, Georgia would have to have made 3 or 4 bad hires after Mark Rick before we would know Tennessee's pain. Legitimate question. Who votes on the playoff rankings? The playoff ranking committee. These people. This is a former head coach at Nevada. This is the athletic director at Nebraska. Mark D'Antonio used to be the head coach at Cincinnati and Michigan State. Jeff Long. What did he used to do? He spent 22 years as the athletic director at Kansas. Ivan Mizell is a reporter. Chris Mazzaro, athletic director at Middle Tennessee State. Randall McDaniel, that's an unfortunate name, was an All-American at Arizona State. Mac Rhodes is the Baylor vice president. Mike Riley, longtime head coach at Oregon State. Nebraska for a while, too. David Saylor, the athletic director at Miami University. Wesley Walls, former All-American at Ole Miss. Carla Williams, athletic director of Virginia. And Hunter Yurachek, athletic director at Arkansas. That's who votes on the playoffs. Everybody was a Miami fan in the 80s and early 90s. Well, everybody under the age of 20. Yeah, so when you hear people crying that the playoff committee has SEC bias, just keep in mind that you're claiming all of those people who work for the University of Virginia and the University of Nebraska and the University of Miami and Baylor. You're claiming that they're all in cahoots with the SEC whenever you run around the internet talking about how the playoff committee just loves Alabama. Keep in mind that you're talking about those people who work for Baylor, Virginia, Nebraska, Miami of Ohio. Just keep that in mind. That's what when you run around saying the playoff committee has SEC bias, you're accusing the athletic director of Virginia of just being a shill for Alabama. Just keep that in mind. Because that's why I look at you like you're retarded when you run around saying that the playoff committee has SEC bias, and then you don't even know who the playoff committee is. You think it's ESPN. It's got nothing to do with ESPN at all. None of those people work for ESPN. None of them. Zero. ESPN is just the TV channel that the game comes on. That's all. That's it. fun. He can make a lot happen. Those people don't get paid. The playoff committee is not a paying job. It's a volunteer job. They don't get paid anything. You think Cincinnati made the playoffs 3 years ago because of money? Or do you have a brain tumor? Did Indiana and SMU get in the playoffs last year instead of Alabama because of money and SEC bias? Y'all smell that? All right, I fixed it. Yeah, I don't think Notre Dame's getting in. I don't think they're going 10-2 either. But even if they go 10-2, it's a long shot for them to get in. I mean, obviously it'll depend on what everybody else's record is, but it's going to be hard for Notre Dame to get in now, even at 10-2. I've added Notre Dame and Clemson to my elimination pile. They're the first two teams in there. I don't think either one of them's making it. Brand name bias. Okay, well, I mean, Cincinnati got in. Indiana got in over Alabama. SMU got in over Alabama. Cincinnati got in a couple of years ago. TCU got in a couple of years ago. I mean, I don't know how you just pretend that didn't happen. Miami is a huge brand. Miami is a worldwide brand. They were 10-2 and didn't get in. How do you explain that? Could it be that the playoff committee just didn't think they were a playoff team? Or is that just beyond the realm of possibility? There has to be some kind of ulterior motive. That's what 3-loss Bama didn't get in over 1-loss Indiana. If there was brand bias, they would have. Why didn't Miami get in at 10-2? They're a huge brand. Well, Bama would have been favored over Indiana. I agree with that. I don't agree that that means Alabama should have been in. And the playoff committee didn't agree either. So they got it right in that case, I think. Uncle Lou is a huge name brand. Yeah, put me in the playoffs. 2018 playoff. I'm getting some free shit from the good people over at Rode. Y'all know the brand Rode? What makes they make microphones and all kinds of like YouTube and podcaster shit. What do I need? Wireless. This might be good. Wireless microphones. This would be good for the game streams that I do. I don't need the microphone I have is better than that one. Yeah, none of those microphones are any good. Streamer X. One of these. A lot Lots of people use Roadcasters. I have a Roadcaster Pro. I have a Roadcaster Pro. I want to get the new one. I have the Roadcaster Pro 1. The Roadcaster Pro 2 is out now. I want to get the new one, but it's $600. I don't need a microphone, Nick. I got microphones. Yeah, you can hook them up to your phone too, Pete. You can hook them up to your phone too. Yeah, week 3 was great. That was a good win for Rich Rod because they're not going to be a great team this year, but at least at the end of the year, they could, your first year back, you beat your rival. That's good. Yeah, with the game streams, though, to use the wireless mic on game streams, I'd have to buy the Roadcaster Pro 2. Wireless mics don't work with the Roadcaster Pro 1 that I have. I'd have to buy the Roadcaster Pro 2. And I think it's $500 or $600. Roadcaster Pro 2. Yeah, it's $600. I have this, but I have the Roadcaster Pro 1. And it doesn't work with wireless mics. I've never had a 75-inch TV. 55 or 60 is the biggest TV I've ever had. You can use it with the Pro 1. You plug it in the phone jack. These don't plug in anywhere. These don't plug in at all. These don't work with the Pro 1. There may be some other kind of wireless mic thing you can use, but these don't work with the Pro 1. I got two 60-inch TV and two 30-inch TV. These TVs I have in here are 32, I think. Let me see. I got a tape measure here. The 3 in a row that I have on the wall, I think are 32s. Yeah. Yeah, they're 32s. Wireless Go. Look it up on YouTube. All right, let's see. Wireless Go Gen 3. How to use the Rode Go 2 with the Rodecaster. That's the Rodecaster. Can you use the Rode Wireless Go with the Rodecaster Pro?
It's hands down one of my favorite microphones to use. I use this for my videos, I use this for client videos. It is so versatile. There are so many things you can do with this microphone. You can clip it on like a standard lapel mic. You can use this as a handheld interviewing mic. You can even use this to boom another microphone, like the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus. This microphone is great. It's easy to set up. It's very reliable. I've never had any problems with it. But I also have another favorite bit of equipment, and that is this, the Rodecaster Pro. So the question has to be asked, can you use the Rode Wireless Go with the Rodecaster Pro? We're gonna find out. Let's roll the intro. That sort of content, stick around the Rodecaster. But I love the Rode Wireless Go. I've never really made a video talking about that. And I have two of these. They're great microphones. They're very reliable. Like I said in the intro, they just sound great. I've currently got it plugged into my Canon M50 right now. I've got a few audio presets added to it, but nothing major. But the benefit of using the Rodecaster Pro with something like, we're going to switch to this audio now, a Rode Pod Mic, it's got so many built-in features and audio processing. It's to the Rode Wireless Go. The question has to be asked, can you use these two together? So we're going to find that out today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug my Rode Wireless Go from my Canon M50 and I'm going to see, can it work with the Rodecaster Pro? So right now folks, we are using the audio from the Rodecaster Pro. I've got a Rode Pod Mic plugged into it. The audio processing that I've got turned on is the compressor, de-esser, high pass filter, the noise gate and the big bottom. I don't really turn on the aural exciter. It's never been my favorite preset. It's very, very tinny and I've never really been a big fan of that. So that is the processing that I've got switched on at the moment. And by no surprise, you can probably tell this sounds really, really good. I love the sound you get from this, which is why it's called the Rodecaster Pro, because it's professional. It sounds pro. It's brilliant. Love it. But can you use the Wireless Go? We're going to find that out. So I've unplugged it from my Canon M50. I've got the cable sort of dangling down here. And what is important is the cable type. So this cable here is a TRS cable. It has two rings. TRRS is used for iPhones and Samsungs. That enables you to use like headphones and as the microphone. This is TRS because it doesn't require headphones. You can't monitor your audio with this, although that should be a good feature if they do a Rode Wireless Go free. That would be really cool. Rode, send me the check. Also, whilst we're talking about Rode, this video isn't sponsored by Rode. They don't get to see this video before it comes out. This is completely neutral on my sort of experiment, so full disclosure there. So we're going to look on the back of the Rodecaster Pro and see if it has any TRS inputs. Now, I already know it does. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be plugging this end of the Rode Wireless Go into the smartphone section, the smartphone channel on the Rodecaster Pro, to see if this works. So we're going to plug that in there. It's a little bit tricky because I can't really see what I'm doing. Maybe for a future version, if this works, maybe they could put like a hot shoe mount on this or something. I don't know. You never know. But we're just going to leave that there. Now it's plugged in. I've got the Rode Wireless Go here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip that onto me right here where it usually sits, bring it in nice and close, and let's turn this channel up. Now what I need to look for is a green signal, bouncing bars to make sure we've got some signal coming from this thing. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to turn down channel 1, which is where the pod mic is plugged into, and I'm going to turn up the smartphone channel, which has got the Rode Wireless Go plugged into it, to see if there's a signal, if it's working, if it's loud enough, or if it works at all. So yeah, let's turn down channel 1. So say goodbye to me as I slowly start to disappear. Can you hear me? You can't hear me. You can't hear me. And what what we're going to do is we're going to turn up the smartphone channel. Here I come. I can see there is a signal coming in. It is a little bit quiet. I'm looking. It's not quite hitting that 12 decibels, which I like to see, which is a sort of good guide mark to good audio level. It's not peak.
It'd be a lot easier to hear what the sounds like if this dumb motherfucker would turn the music off.
Peaking. It's not too quiet. I'm going to move that over there. So, as you can hear, it is working. It's a little bit quiet. I've not done any additional processing to this other than...
All right, that's the Rode Wireless Go 1 from 4 years ago. Let me see if the Go 3 has that too. Rode Wireless Go 3. Or what are the ones they'll give me? Wireless Micro, Wireless Go Gen 3. Does this one come with that little cord? Let's see.
This Hulu Plus Live TV lineup is stacked. Let's meet the All-Stars. Live TV.
This is the new Rode Wireless Go Gen 3, or at least it was new until Canada Post decided not to deliver it because of a strike. Thanks, Canada Post. Somewhat expected, somewhat unexpected. But there are some questions to be answered. First is why? Second is how does it compare to the Pro version, and will that impact your choice? And also, is it a viable upgrade if you're rocking the Go 2? And finally, why is purple the best color? So these things are kind of as you would expect from Rode and their wireless lineup. Outside of that different logo, this is basically the same outer shell as the Pro version. But if you're comparing it to the Go 2, there's some important differences to point out. First of all, and perhaps aesthetically, the top logo plate on the old unit was just flat, while the new one has a slight bezel to it. It's something small, but it does give it a bit more of a premium feel to the 3rd gen. The lights on the top of the unit are bigger on the 3rd gen, much like the Pro, and that is just a flat-out upgrade. Not to mention the additional light on the Gen 3, something that only adds to the usefulness of it. On top of the receiver, you're going to notice an extra button, which is always a nice touch. And of course, that locking connection for the lav mics is a big quality of life upgrade. But the only other difference between the two versions is that the Wireless Go Gen 3 is ever so slightly thicker connection for the lav mic.
Is that the plug for that wire? Maybe it will work.
Is a big quality of life upgrade. But the only other difference between the two versions is that the Wireless Go Gen 3 is ever so slightly thicker. The transmitters are a gram heavier.
I'm gonna get it, and if it doesn't work, then I'll buy the Rodecaster Pro 2. I'm gonna get it. It's free. Why not? All right, hold on. I gotta enter my information in here. Select your country. United States, dummy. Here we go. United States. Address. Select delivery service. 1 to 2 days free. Get products. All right. see. You can't beat free. You can't beat free. That much I know. Where'd that go? If you get YouTube Premium, you get no ads. Yeah, that's right. I've never had YouTube Premium. I've never had it. So I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. Lou, I'm surprised you've been on this long. Is it time for me to get off? Yeah, it is time for me to get off. Thanks for reminding me. Yep. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Call-in show tonight at 9. Make sure you tune in for that. We'll talk about all last weekend's games and start to look forward to week 4. I'm sure we'll hear from Octavian. He'll tell us Billy Napier sucks, DJ Lagway sucks, blah, blah, blah. And then he'll tell us that they're beating Miami 34-10 this weekend. So I can't wait to hear that. So, all right, everybody, have a good Tuesday, and I'll see you tonight at 9.